some reason that little intro sting of music sounds like something at the start of a Mega Man level or something. I don't know, right before you're about to get into it.
I get pumped, man, when I hear that. It's pretty
cool. Well, here's our red Protoss from the Team Prime. He is
Prime we.
The Vader Toss. Ready to force choke his opponent right out of the map. And on the left side is our blue Protoss from the Team FXO. He's a wizard.
We are playing on Daybreak, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I just saw the tile set.
Actually, no,
that
it's
is Terminus. What are you doing to me?
No, I actually thought it. When I looked at the map preview, I thought it was Daybreak, and then
I see.
The tile set looks so much like Terminus, so I was like,
oh, it's the same tile set.
And then I was like, wait a minute, the left side's higher than the right side. That's making sense.
Well, if we continue on with the Mega Man theme, I guess we could say Oz is kind of like the Dr. Wily of this this group, you know?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
HongUn is kind of like Airman, I think. Like, he just keeps pushing you until you fall off the side.
He always reminded me more of like Snake Man, personally, if we're gonna go with Mega Man villains. If he like comes through and wins a bunch of series, then I might call him Guts Man. I don't know. You can only have so many mans in a Mega Man game. They're like coming up with crazy names now.
Yeah, well, I haven't played some of the newer ones.
Mega Man 23, they're gonna have like Man Man and Woman Man. And, well, you guys have really run out of stuff, haven't you?
They have like Time Man and Space Man.
Dude, Time Man, a level in Mega Man where you like go through time, that would be so awesome. You like fight dinosaurs and stuff.
I know Capcom is listening.
Oh, if they are, they have to make Time Man.
Both of these guys taking a second gas.
Yeah.
You know, this has actually become the norm now in high-level PvP.
Yep, and it's you know, it's not a map like Tal'Dorm Altar where there's no ramp. It's not like something you kind of have to default 4-gate on either. It's a map where we've got kind of some room to breathe a little bit.
Oz is taking a second gateway. He's going to be doing the 3-stalker rush, as it's been coined by many people, type of build, whereas HongUn is just sticking with the 1 gate.
Yep.
And in fact, HongUn actually was able to scout his opponent, and so he knows he doesn't absolutely need to. Oz, again, this is actually one of Oz's styles and strategies. He's an all-knowing, powerful wizard. He actually doesn't scout his opponent. He actually does not scout at all. He hasn't sent any probes out. He wants to get that extra mining. Actually starting a 3rd gateway, which he has to do because he's not absolutely sure what's going on.
And you know, we have been seeing Protoss players do fast expands in PvP fairly commonly recently, so I don't know. Maybe we might see something like that. What are you smiling about over there?
I was thinking of something in my head,
like trying to look at you, like Wolf's got this big smirk on his face. I'm like, what is it? Something I said? I think Wolf just kind of thinks of funny things sometimes.
Sometimes I just like think of jokes in my head, and I'm like, nobody would find this funny but me, and then I just laugh to myself. I'm like, actually crazy?
That just makes you look crazy, Wolf. That actually just doesn't do anything besides make you look crazy. I'm going to tell you that for your own good.
I actually just feel like a crazy person right now, man. Well, I think Oz feels like a crazy person too, man. I think he's about to make a Nexus in PvP.
You know, this isn't maybe as crazy as you would think it would. It was crazy like 2 months ago, but I don't know if it's so crazy now. We've seen players like Creator Prime and Inori have a lot of success with fast expands in PvP.
Yeah.
Inori, he's like beaten every Protoss on the face of the earth, man.
There are a lot of different new fast expand builds coming out for PvP. And look what HongUn is doing. HongUn is doing the new best PvP build in the world. He's doing the Observer Blink build.
Yep.
Which is such a good build to do. It allows you to control everything that's going on. And if your opponent goes for a fast expand, for example, you can make your own Nexus for free, basically. And you can do cute little things like Force Field the ramp, and then blink into his main and kill a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Or if he stays in his main, Force Field the ramp, and then kill his natural.
Or just use Force Fields in any way you choose. They're just that good.
Well, Force Fields in PvP are actually only good in the ways I just described, man. Otherwise, they're useless. Sentries are actually just tickle guns, man.
Put down a random Force Field, the Stalker just walks around it, blinks over it. Archon just laughs.
Oz's robotics facility has finished here, and the Observer's going to come in here. He's going to see the Nexus, his first glimpse of it, sees the probes transferring as well, and, of course, was able to... Actually, did not quite see that robo.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see a Robo Bay from Oz pretty soon. Normally, you would just go into some sort of big economy, big Colossus gateway push out of this.
Uh-oh, Oz not paying attention to his Stalker there.
If he only had a brain.
Like, I want to start singing a song about it, man.
I know. I can't sing anything right now. I feel really, like, congested.
Really?
I do. I feel like it.
Well, your voice actually doesn't sound too bad, man.
That's good.
Good to know that your voice still rings through even if you're sick.
I guess
good
so.
if you're a broadcaster, man.
I've just got such a lot of open space in my head that the sound can just resonate so well, even if it is a bit congested. Such a lucky guy.
Well, look at this. He's going to actually come up to deal with the Stalker. He's actually going to be able to take out this pylon as well.
Yeah,
and HongUn's going to want a force field here at the ramp. Is he going to do it?
No, it's
too
not.
late. And loses his observer as well. Bit
Ouch.
sloppy by HongUn. I'm not sure if he should try to engage
this is a pretty even army, man. Well, there's the force field's not doing a lot of good, but it does kind of force the Stalkers back a bit.
That actually worked out really well for HongUn because of the forces. He was able to clean up the Zealots.
Look at that.
And there is another Immortal out now, though. Takes out that Sentry. And Guardian Shield almost released there for HongUn. And Oz just has too much stuff, man.
Yeah, this is a really bizarre attack from HongUn. I don't know what he's thinking, man.
Well, he had to do something, and Oz just has too much. He's showing that this expand build is actually pretty good.
Wow. Man, that's the thing. I don't know what it is about these FXO Protoss players, but they are getting so good. PvP, man. As a team, it just seems like they are.
Oh, absolutely. And these Stalkers are going to engage a little bit. They want to blink back. Engage again, then blink back. Try to get the Sentry. Didn't quite get it.
Look at that. I mean, Oz is doing such a great job of using that 6 Immortal range from the last patch to kind of stutter step the Immortals forward after those Stalkers. Uh-oh, though, leaving him a little bit open. Loses one. Pulls
Yeah, but
back.
Oz, he's got such good economy at this point, and he just has so many more units, I can't imagine HongUn winning this. The only advantage he has right now is Blink, and Oz has actually already started a Twilight Council, man.
You know, Blink doesn't do a lot of good if you're just in open space. GG, there it is. HongUn knew. He knew, man. His economy was down. He had half the supply, and FXO Oz 2-0 so far today.
Yeah, man, he could be another Lincoln, I think.
I think so, man. He does have a brain after all.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't remember the second line to that song. A little bit of a nerd blood for HongUn. Hopefully he can.
Well, HongUn's now 0-2. He's going to have to hope for a lot of other people to lose in this group. He's going to have to hope for one person to 4-0, and then there'll be ties, and he's got very little chance of actually staying in Kodas now.
Well, you know what we're seeing? I feel like we're seeing the new school Protoss players coming up through the GSL, knocking out all the old school Protoss players that are relying on all the old stuff that's not working anymore. HongUn is, I'm not saying HongUn's a bad player at all. He's obviously not. He's obviously a very good Protoss player. But, his play tends to be a little bit more old school, in StarCraft 2. And that's not really sustainable right now.
Right. What you have to do in this case for HongUn is you have to immediately go, okay, there's a Nexus. I have one plan in mind. I have to either trap half of his army, or half or more. He basically has to do one or two things. He's got to keep the army at the natural, or keep it at the main, or keep half of it in one place so he can blink in and kill the army. He's got to do something like that. He can't just go, well, I don't know. I was thinking about doing that with my Sentry, but now he's just going to come out. Now I'm just going to fight him. And he was like, I'm just going to fight him. And he has a better army than me, and he has a natural. All he could do there, the only advantage he had was blink, and he didn't use it. He didn't use it, man. If you force the units at the natural, you blink into the main, you kill a bunch of stuff, and you leave, and you get out fine.
It just goes to show how smart Oz is that he saw what was coming, and he's like, I need to immediately move my army down to my natural before that happens. And, he did it faster than HongUn could really react almost, you know?
And we're going to take another 5-minute break when we get back. Some more awesome up and down matches for you guys, so don't go anywhere.